I'll start from the beginning.
Yeah, which name and
Okay. So, once again, my name is James. Proud member of Candlewood.Church. So, um, I was raised to serve a demanding, condemning, um, judgmental God. So I was kind of forced into Catholicism while I was there. I think I was 6. I was raped and molested by the Catholic Church on more than one occasion. Um, Very traumatic time for me. Really, really screwed me up. Thank God that I've been able to do a lot of work through it, but really screwed me up for a lot of years. You know what I mean? And also, I wasn't raised in the best neighborhood. My family are all drug addicts. I myself am a recovering drug addict as well, only by the grace of God. But yeah, so I seen a lot of trauma. Witnessed a lot of trauma, a lot of gangs and drugs and death and destruction and just a lot of terrible situations. Things that child that's 6, 7, 8 years old shouldn't have to see, so to speak.
yeah, absolutely.
But through all of that, like I've never held a resentment against God. I've never held a resentment
Wow.
against Christ because, like if anything, God has always been there to protect me, always, without a doubt. Like, there's so many times where I definitely should have died. There's so many times where I should have either overdosed, I should have been shot or killed because I was in a direct area where it was going down and it was happening. But bullets literally just flew right past me, where other people that were next to me literally was showered with bullets. So
Yeah.
there's something out there, and I know that it's my guardian angel, so to speak.
Yeah.
I believe Christ has been preparing me and molding me like clay. You know what I mean? Preparing me to do something greater. And you know, so I kind of pushed away from the church, so to speak.
Yeah.
As when I got older, I chose lifestyle. A gang lifestyle. Did a lot of terrible things. But I could always feel Christ tugging on my heart. You know what I mean? I could always feel Him telling me, like, I prepared something for you so much greater than what you have. When you're ready, I will reveal it. But I mean, He's not going to give me a blessing that I'm not prepared for. He's not going to reveal something to me that I can't fathom. Because He's an amazing God. He's a gentleman. He never forced Himself on me. He never pushed Himself on me. He always told me, I'm here when you're ready. And like so when I when I got a little older, I got into some trouble. I did some things that I'm not proud of, and at the age of 12, I went to the California Youth Authority, and the California Youth Authority is basically prison for minors. Um, Seen a lot of terrible things in there, molestation, rape, beating, murder, just terrible things. Children that are prepubescent going through emotions that they've never felt before. So yeah, a lot of terrible things. But all the while, just like being diligent and pushing forward, knowing that that there's something greater out there for me. And I. I decided to change my life, so to speak. I started going to 12-step meetings, and in 12-step meetings, they believe that there's something called a higher power, a power greater than yourself. They don't necessarily say God because they don't want to scare the newcomer away. They don't want to push people away or give them a bad impression of what it is. But I believe that a 12-step experience is finding Christ and
Absolutely.
living, Christ-like.
That's the founder's real.
Absolutely.
That's his story.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah, and
Amazing organization.
yeah, the 12 steps are based from the Book of James, which the Oxford Society donated basically to Alcoholics Anonymous, and then Narcotics Anonymous kind of adopted it, so on and so forth, But yeah, like like I said, Christ has always been there. He's
Yeah.
always been in my life, and I've fallen on hard times since, like it hasn't always been great since I found Christ, like
Yeah.
I was baptized here. I was baptized here with my son and my nephew. Tim Busby did it in 2013, and I made a conscious decision to go back and to live a lifestyle that isn't becoming of Christ. And some horrible things happened to me. I went back to jail. I was homeless. I was addicted to drugs. I used to sleep behind this church when I
Wow.
was
I
homeless.
remember you saying that.
Man, like, it's crazy.
And Tim was still nice to you.
Loved me to death. Called.
Yes.
I mean, he would bring me in
Yeah.
food, blankets. You know, he said, "Look, James, you cannot be here
Yeah.
during the day. You know, but if this is the only place you have to lay your head, by all means, but
Yeah.
don't make it a habit." You know, and I remember one morning he came out and he said, "I made a call." He called the people down at Long Beach Rescue Mission. They sent a taxi for me. They picked me up. You
Wow.
know, and yeah, and I went and I got the help that I needed, and you know, I haven't been homeless since. You know, and
James, that's
yeah.
amazing.
it's only Christ. It's only because of Christ. It's only because of Christ. You know, and like like I said, I've fallen on hard times clean. You know, there was one month where I couldn't pay my rent. You know, and I called Pastor Tim, and he said, "I'm going to put it before the congregation. You write me a letter, you know, a formal letter asking if we could help, and I'll take it to the congregation and we'll see." You know, and I did that, and you know, he called me back the next day. He said, "Come on down, come pick up a check. We have a
Wow.
check to pay your rent." You know, and like I mean, it's so much more than the property and prestige. Like what this church has done for me has given me peace of mind. It's given me hope. It's given me faith. It's given me like I love myself today in a way that I've never been able to love myself. You know, and it's not an envious or an egotistical love.
Yeah.
It's more of just like a pure love. You know, and I believe that it's like Christ living through me. You know, and yeah, I don't know where I would be without this church, you know, and
That's wild, man.
yeah,
I love it.
yeah, I just, like, you guys have never judged me, never, you know, you welcome me with open arms, you know what I mean, like, we hug when we see each other, you know what I mean, and like,
Yeah, I kind of look forward to
me
that
too,
every
me too,
Sunday.
yeah,
I know.
absolutely,
I was like,
absolutely.
oh, James the hugger, I'm in.
Yeah, totally, man, and everybody I brought in here, everybody has been welcomed with open arms, with pure love, with zero judgment, you know. My roommate Josie, my best friend Jabari, you know, my children, you know what I mean. I have 3 boys, by 3 different women, unfortunately, but they all know Christ, you know what I mean, in one way, shape, or form. My oldest is baptized, my youngest is baptized, my middle son is actually going to be baptized here on the 18th of February. He's excited, I'm excited, you know. But yeah, like Candlewood is, I can never ever repay this church back for what it's done for me. Never in a million years, you know. But I try to be of service to the best of my ability. You know, it's an honor to be an usher just one Sunday a month. You know what I mean? It's such a great feeling. You know, Christ has given me so much that I feel like I have to give back. You know, and like Candlewood is that vessel for me. You know what I mean? Candlewood is definitely the vessel. Like, I believe that I can worship Christ anywhere, but when I come here to do it, and CJ's doing the songs, like, man, you know, like, I get this feeling inside of me, like the first time I got a car, you know what I mean? Or like the first time I kissed a girl, like, that feeling inside is so amazing, you know, and it's Christ, you know what I mean? It's Christ acknowledging me and recognizing me and just knowing that I'm here to serve him, man. So, like, yeah, I could go on and on and on about this place, man. You know, like, if you're unsure about wanting to come to Candlewood because you don't know how you're going to be welcomed, like, I promise you will be welcomed with open arms. You know, this church has done so much for me and my family, so much for the community. You know, from the outreach to the hot meals, you know, to the programs, the camps, you know, everything that Candlewood.Church does is just an amazing opportunity, amazing thing, you know. So, yeah, I love this church more than anything in this world.
Well, I got to tell you, I enjoyed, you know, meeting you because I didn't know the whole history, and I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
And I just want to let you know you've got just a ton of people that are cheering you on, and just we're just right there. Right there with you and behind you.
Absolutely.
And just thrilled to see what God is doing in your life. I'm impressed through your boys to see that you're a good dad.
Yes, sir.
I see a reflection of that in them. And I'm just like, keep going. Yes, keep going, man. The prize is yours, like you said.
Yes, sir.
In Christ, it's yours. Go for it. And yeah, and thrilled to kind of lay down this story too.
Totally. Absolutely.
Really,
yeah.
So that folks can see this. I'm just proud of you for that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.